Hey, and welcome to today's video. Today, I am going to share a little bit more about what it's like to be a homemaker when you don't actually have everything figured out and when there's a lot of things not going the way you thought they were going to go. Because honestly, I never thought I would live like this in this house when I became a homemaker 5 years ago. Because as I said, 5 years ago, I became a homemaker, and at the same time, we decided that I was going to have to provide in some way just a little bit of extra income, because living off of one income is really tough in the country we live in. And I'm pretty sure that is everywhere. But I just decided, you know what, I'm going to work from home and I'm going to make things work. And I tried a few different things. I tried blogging, but blogging is actually super hard. And then I decided, you know what, I am going to start a network marketing business. And if you have seen my previous video, then you know that didn't really work out as I thought it was going to work out. So the truth is, we have been living off of one income for 5 years now, and it has been really hard. And I just wanted to share a little bit more on ways we make things work and how we try to save some money here and there and try to make it work on one income. It is still hard, but I'm so thankful that I get to live as a homemaker, that I can be home with our children, and that I can do this for, well, not for a living, but as my sort of day job. And the funny thing is, when I look at this footage, I see a lot of different things that are kind of wrong, because this footage is not of the quality that I would like it to be. But you know what? I don't have the money right now to buy a fancy camera and to make this footage a lot better. So I am filming this with my phone, and apparently that didn't really work out as well as I thought it was going to work out. And another thing that you see right now, I bought these fitted sheets a couple months ago, I think, and I accidentally bought the wrong size, and I just didn't pay enough attention to the package, and I bought the wrong size, and now I need to pull it on all the different sides because it basically just doesn't fit. But we don't have the money to buy new ones whenever I want to. So right now we are making do with sheets that are not really fitting. So they're fitted sheets that don't fit, right? But anyway, that is something that we have to deal with, and that is okay. We can make it work, and sometimes you just don't have all the things that you would like to have. And yeah, that is just something that I needed to learn, and that was hard at some points. But you know what? Life is so beautiful still, and we are so blessed with our children and with a house. And I sometimes have to remind myself that I am actually super, super thankful for the life we live. Yes, I would love to have a bigger house. Yes, I would love to live in the country. There are so many things that I would love to have or do, but there are so many things that I'm actually doing that are so beautiful. I can be a stay-at-home mom, and we actually have made it work for 5 years now. It worked out. And even though it's been tough sometimes, there has never been a time where God didn't provide for us, where God didn't bless us with everything we needed. And I'm just, like I said, I'm so blessed and I'm so thankful for everything we do have. And that is something that I sometimes need to remind myself of. Now, one way that I try to save some money is by actually going to the thrift store more often. And I have to be honest, I am not the best at finding good deals at the thrift store. And today I was trying to find a nightlight for my daughter because she is at an age where she wants to read more in her bed at night. But like I said, I'm not very good at it, so I didn't find anything. But it is a really good thing to always be on the lookout for deals and to try and find things that are on clearance more than just buying new things at the store all the time, because that is one way you can save a lot of money, and that we have actually made it work on one income. Because not only do I try to go to the thrift store more, I am also trying to do that in my cooking, because I'm trying to find clearance items and I'm trying to find things that are on sale more often, just to make sure that we cook on a budget and that we can still have a lot of fun foods and a lot of delicious foods, but just not that expensive. Now, one of my favorite ways that we actually save money is by making our coffee at home, because we are definitely a coffee family. We love coffee and we basically drink coffee every single day. And if you were to go out and purchase your coffee every day, that is a very expensive habit. And we have never really done that, but we just don't really drink coffee outside of the house at all, basically. So we purchased a coffee machine or an espresso maker, I think about 7 years ago. I'm not really sure, but I think it was 7 or 8 years ago. And it has been such a good investment for our family. My husband has truly embraced his barista side, and he is really good at making coffee. And it's just something that is really fun because we share this experience together. He loves to do it, so he has a fun hobby. But it's also something that we can enjoy at home that is going to save us money, or that has saved us money in the long run. And it's just a really fun hobby to have. So what I would like to encourage you is find a hobby that is going to save you money in the long run. Maybe you love fashion and you can start making your own dresses. That is going to save you a lot of money in the long run because yes, you have to purchase your sewing machine right now, but just purchasing your fabric right now is not that expensive. And in the long run, it is definitely going to save you money. So find a hobby that is going to save you money instead of costing you money or going outside and just purchasing the item. Turn it into a hobby and enjoy the process as much as you enjoy the outcome. So that is what we have done with our coffee, and it has been a great investment for our family. So speaking of hobbies that are actually going to save you money, one of those is being able to cook from home, because cooking from home is going to save you so much money because first off, fast food is so expensive and it's not even very nutritious. So you don't get all the things that you need and you're still paying a lot of money. So one of the best ways to save money is by learning to cook and bake from home. Now, one of my favorite things to make is banana bread. If you have seen any of my videos, you've probably seen this recipe before, but it is super easy and it is the best banana bread that I've ever had. So I will link the blog post in the description below, but it is super easy. The first thing I do is I ground up a bunch of oats. So I did 1 cup. If you're gluten-free, you can do 2 cups of oats, gluten-free oats, obviously. If you're not gluten-free, I recommend doing 1 cup of oats that are ground up and 1 cup of spelt flour, because that makes it a little or a lot better. That does make it a lot better. And other than that, I added baking powder, cinnamon, salt, and I just combine all the dry ingredients to make sure that that is all combined. And then what I do is I start combining all the wet ingredients. And that is obviously bananas. I use 3 bananas. I use 1 cup of pitted dates. And then I add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I actually accidentally did just 1 in this video, but you need 2, trust me. And then half a cup of milk. Now, the original recipe that I found asks for plant-based milk, but we just use regular milk and it tastes really great. So I definitely suggest using regular milk. So then what you want to do is you blend that up, you turn it into one delicious paste, and then you combine it to the dry ingredients. Make sure you stir it well, and please do not forget to add in your chocolate chips. I almost forgot to add them in, and as you'll see later in this video, luckily I remembered just in time. But you're gonna add in your chocolate chips as well, and then you're gonna bake it. And after an hour, you have the most delicious banana bread. And one of the best ways to eat this is by cutting a big chunk off of the banana bread and putting a lot of butter on it. It is so good. And my children and my husband actually devour this thing within a day or 2, maybe. Maybe it lasts 2 days, but usually it's gone in seconds because they just absolutely love this. So anyway, I really hope that you love videos like this and that this encourages you, even if you're not a homemaker on one income. I really hope that you found something useful from this video, because it is such a blessing to be a homemaker, whether you have a lot of money to work with or very little money to work with. It is a true blessing, and I really hope that I get to share that with you through all my videos. And like I said in the beginning, they might not always be the best quality, but you know what? It is about embracing your role as a homemaker and really giving it your best. So that is what I wanted to share with you today, and I really hope you found this encouraging, and I would love to see you in my next video.